Hey, welcome, guys, to my live webinar, guys. Today, we're going to talk about creating your online course today, how to create an online course and sell it. If you guys are excited about that, guys, I'm deeply excited, guys. It is late tonight. It's about 8 o'clock, but, guys, we're going to get started here. Just getting my stuff situated here. All right, and we're going to talk about something pretty exciting and dear. I think you guys are going to truly enjoy what we have going here today. So, hey, guys, are you guys excited? Give me a hand clap. Give me applause. All right, so I'm excited, guys, to go ahead and throw one of the best webinars I think I've done so far this year. This past Monday, I gave one an awesome webinar. It was really great, and I enjoyed it, and I think most of the people that are there that enjoyed it too as well. Now, one thing I also want you to do, I want you to grab a pen and paper because you're going to need to take some notes. All right, I want you to take some notes. I'm literally going to show you how to create an online course and how to make it profitable for you, right? And so before we jump in, who am I really? So let's just try to jump in. Who am I, right? You guys kind of go, who is this guy talking right now, right? So I am Claude Bell. I'm the market funnel coach here at 24/7 Online Marketing. And I've been doing this. I'm the founder of 24/7 Online Marketing. I've been doing this marketing thing since 2009. And I've been helping entrepreneurs, small business owners get more leads and get sales predictably, consistently, and profitably in as little as 45 days, right? And so we start seeing results sometime in that time frame. And I've been doing it without the entrepreneur, small business owner, having any sales experience, having a large social media following, right? Or doing any complicated SEO type of stuff as well. And even without doing paid advertising, some of my customers don't even want to do paid advertising and they're getting results they want. So I've been doing this for a little while and I've been pretty cool at it. And so I am also the creator of the marketing funnel. Profits is my marketing method that I use to market, right? I've been developing this ever since 2009, so it's a kind of a compilation, a lot of different great things from all the great marketers out there and all the great salespeople out there. And I kind of did a lot of homework, did a lot of research, a lot of trial and error, and I created a marketing funnel profits method that I use not only for myself but also for my clients. And then I'm also newly found creator of Course Creation Profits. I just created this entire method this year, which you guys are going to learn in this webinar, Course Creation Profits, and I'm pretty excited about it. And just some lighthearted stuff here is really personal to me, right? I'm a husband, right? I'm a father of 4 children, right? And I'm also a youth basketball and football coach, right? And so I am pretty busy throughout the day, the week, the months, and the year. So, but I enjoy my life. God's given me a blessed life, and I truly enjoy my time with my wife and my children and my time at work. Also a time at play. And so I truly enjoy being with you guys and being with your clients. And I really truly enjoy my clients that I have. So they've been really great clients as well. So guys, why is this really important? So I just want to share with you guys today why we are here and why this is so important and why I really want to stress the importance of creating an online course. And it really started when the beginning of the pandemic. I had a few clients right at the beginning of the pandemic. They got shut down. They're in the barber industry, and they were shut down by the state government. Go home, shut your business down. I don't care if you're going to make any money. We're going to give you some money. Obviously, guys, most entrepreneurs, most small businesses don't like getting handouts from the government, right? They don't like it, and they did not like being shut down at all. Not even for a week, not even for a day. They did not like it. It was too long. It hurt their business, it hurt their wallet, it hurt their pockets, right? Obviously, the government took care of them, but they're in a sense of like, this sucked to be in this position where they can't make any money. They are in the service business and they need to be able to go service people and get their haircuts, and they shut down that industry, and they shut down a lot of industries like that, right? And you might be in an industry, you might be watching this, and you might be in an industry that was shut down by it, and you really got hurt by it, right, financially, and maybe even emotionally, by being shut down that way, and you maybe not really been able to really recover from it, right? I'm going to share with you guys a little bit later why it makes sense why people are unable to kind of recover from pandemics or shutdowns or recessions, because it really hurts them, and it hurts them to get their ball momentum going that they had going when they started, right? It's like starting all over again, in a nutshell. And a lot of businesses just were having a hard time, still having a hard time, even after the pandemic's kind of going away now. We're kind of getting back to the normalcy, right? What all happened here, and so what I realized on that time, and I felt really bad for my clients because they no longer were working, could no longer service clients, and so they could no longer afford my services. So what did I end up doing? I ended up actually doing some pro bono work for them. I just kept on marketing their stuff, at least keeping them in the forefront, right? Doing some things just to make sure that they didn't lose all the momentum that we kind of created. But it was not really enough, right? And it was sad. So it was sad to the point where I was like, what can I do? What could I do? And I felt like I was letting my clients down because even though I was giving them pro bono work and that was something I could immediately do, but I was losing money too, right? So it's kind of like I had a not a win situation. It was a win for them, but not a win for me. And so what could I do to create a win-win situation? So I did a lot of research and a lot of study and try to understand like what could I have done to make this better for my clients and that type of thing. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to share with you guys today what I came up with. I came up and I found that through my study and research and development that an online course is the perfect thing that we can do to create additional income for our business. I don't care what kind of service business you're in, you should have an online course. And we're going to go throughout the study. I'm going to share with you why we should have this online course. But most importantly, guys, and why it's so important for us to do this right now in 2023, right? And here's the reason why I think it's very, very important for us to do this in 2023. It's because, guys, you may not believe, but there are talks about a global recession happening in 2023. Now, if a global recession is actually going to happen in 2023, it's going to be like going back to the pandemic again. So what are we going to do if we go back to the pandemic again? What is going to happen, right? What literally is going to happen to us if we go back to that type of pandemic type of atmosphere? Economics globally, right? A lot of business is going to be shut down. A lot of business is going to be hurt, right? And I do not want that to happen because, look, guys, I've been doing some research on this, right? And did you know, literally, guys, did you know that 1.8 million businesses, in the Great Recession went out of business? 1.8 million. That is a lot of businesses, guys. 1.8 million is a lot of businesses that went out of business back then, right? So what are we going to do? What are we going to do to change that, right? Here's another thing. 17% of companies don't survive a recession. Guys, do you believe that? 17% of companies don't survive a recession. If you guys look at COVID, I don't want to be morbid, or I just want to kind of get the point across. You look at COVID, we didn't have 70% of people die from COVID. We had a lot less than that, like maybe 1% or less, right? Die from COVID. And can you imagine 17%? What 17% died from COVID? But we had 17% that go out of business. 17% of companies go out of business. Literally go out of business. Their whole livelihood is done. A lot of these companies are small businesses, right? And they're mom and pop shops, right? They go out of business. They can't survive the recession. Why? Right? That's why I felt bad for my barbershop client, right? Obviously, they survived. They got through it with government help and funding, but they was able to start back up, and they're still there. Praise God to that. But what if they didn't? What if it was a truly economic crisis and not a global pandemic that sent everybody home, right? 80% of companies take longer than 3 years to recover from a recession. You can look at it now in the pandemic. Like a lot of restaurants and all the stores, online stores, how have they really recovered? A lot of the supply chains for large automotive and suppliers, manufacturers, resources, lumber yards, and all those other kinds of companies, they haven't picked back up that pace where they left off at. Right? They haven't got back to that growth that they had before. And it's been 3 years. And this is all from a Harvard Business Review study, right? Called The Roaring Out of a Recession. Right? My pen is not working, guys. I apologize. So you can't see my laser pointer. Okay? But guys, guess what? Even though this recession is bad, there are still companies that thrive. 9% of companies come out of a recession stronger than ever. Do you hear what I'm saying? Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. 9%. So what are the 9% of companies doing that make them stronger than ever coming through a recession? Are they inherently better than other companies? Well, before we jump into that, we're going to jump into that and see are there some inherent businesses that are actually recession proof, right? That are designed to thrive no matter what the economics are, right? But before that, I kind of want to address the question, is a recession coming, right? Are we currently in a recession? Well, this was done back in 2022, and it says, no, we're not quite in a recession, right? That was coming from an article from Forbes magazine. Here's another article that was on Google that I did some research on, right? This is, again, back in November of 2022. Will we have a global recession in 2023? And they basically say, in short term, the answer is grim. Much of the world will be in a recession in 2023. This is back in November. Now we're gonna do something live because we're now in 2023 right now in January, and we're gonna go to the Google, and I'm gonna type in for today. But this is still the history. I want to show you guys the history. Well, I've been kind of studying this for a few months now. Here's another article. Will we have a global recession 2023? Here's the article from Forbes. Forbes says the recession will begin in late 2023 or early 2024. So Forbes said in the beginning that no, in 2022 we're not in a recession, but they're saying in late 2023 or early 2024 we might be in a recession, right? Will we have a global recession 2023? Here's what another article from Fortune says. the global economy will remain weird in 2023. Do you want to bet on weird? That everything is going to be great, right? We got people saying it's going to be a recession. And we got someone says it's going to be weird. That doesn't leave me with a very confident feeling of 2023 is going to be great economically for the globe, for the world, right? So what are we going to do to protect ourselves, right? So I want to jump back now. I want to jump back into what are some inherent businesses that are recession proof, right? So there's a couple articles, right, that's kind of show that are some articles that are recession proof. So you got some recession proof businesses that are healthcare, grocery stores, tax and accounting services, financial advisory services, supply chain and delivery businesses, daycare and childcare needs, auto maintenance needs, right? Home hardware stores, right? Some of these stuff makes sense, right? You know, grocery stores definitely make sense, right? You still got to eat. No one's farmers, so you said go to the grocery store and get something to eat. They still thrive, right? They're not going to see a major dip because everyone's got to go eat. They might even see more dip because no one's going to a restaurant now. They got to go to the grocery store, okay? Some of these are your basic necessities can help survive during a recession. But here's a very interesting article here it came from Forbes. Once again, we all got to believe Forbes, right? Who doesn't believe Forbes? Raise your hand. Just put your hands in the chat if you don't believe Forbes. Does a great job of trying to get the subject matter experts to give you the real deal, real news, not fake news, right? So Forbes did some research and they got an article out there that was written back on August 25th of 2022. And it says that here are the list of recession-proof businesses ideas to keep in mind: home improvement, online reselling, cleaning services, childcare, online freelance, online teaching, accounting, bookkeeping, or financial planning, car repairs. Does any one of these things stand out to you about what we're talking about today? We're talking about online teaching, right? Forbes says, ladies and gentlemen of age, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, look, online teaching is a recession-proof type business. Do you guys believe me? Online course is a recession-proof type business. Forbes says it. Teach a course, online teaching. You do not have to be to survive recession. You don't have to be in the financial services. You don't have to be own a grocery store. You don't have to be in the childcare business, right? You don't have to be Amazon to survive a recession with online reselling. You could be in a service business, but just teach what your service does. Teach them to do what you do for them, okay? This is big, guys. Think about it. I want you to think about, does this make sense? Does this pass the common sense test? Does this pass our common sense test, guys? Think about it for a second. If the global economy is great, everything's booming, everyone has money, what are people more likely to do, right? We want to use our money, like to have people do the stuff that we don't like to do. For instance, I don't like cooking, so I would rather go out than cook. Go out to the restaurants than cook, right? And if I did like cooking, I get tired of cooking all the time and cleaning up after, a family of 6, right? I don't do that. My wife does. She does the cooking, but then I got to do the dishes, right? We take turns doing the dishes. But anyway, I still get tired. So what? We're tired of cooking, right? We want something else that we might not know how to cook everything, right? So I want to go out to eat. I'll go out to eat. I'll pay for someone to cook my meal, serve it to me, and clean up the dishes afterwards. I'll pay. Boom. Family of 6. Easy, $120. Just in case you guys are wondering. Easy. That's even almost at a cheap restaurant, right? Literally. I would do it. Money's good. Money's great. But guess what? If the economy starts to shrink, right? My job and my work is on a jeopardy that I might not be making as much income, right? What am I going to do? All right, man, I know we went out to eat at least twice a week. We're going to cut back to once a week, right? And then if times get even tougher, we're going to cut back and do what? We're not going to go out to eat at all. Maybe just do carry out once in the blue moon, right? Because I don't want to have to pay the tip, which is another 25% on top of what $100, right? So you're going to cut back, right? Gas, we got to drive to the restaurant. That's all gas. We're going to cut back. So what? I still want to eat those nice restaurants. So I want to cook different type of meals, right? So what if I have a favorite 5-star restaurant? Well, if that favorite 5-star restaurant I was going to once or twice a month or whatever, or once a week, if they would teach me how to cook that famous meal I enjoyed that my kids love, their famous whatever chicken fingers. How do you cook that chicken fingers? Right? I'll go to the grocery store, but if you just teach me how to do it and tell me what I need to buy, I'll go do it because I'm hopefully saving money by doing it, but I still get the experience of what I want, that great tasting food. You see what I'm saying? I went down from tier level. So it's basically like 3 tiers. You got the do it for me type customer. You got the do it with me type customer, was the guy that showed me how to do it. And then you got the guys that want to do it myself. So if I would draw like a little tier or a little pyramid here, right? You got the top pyramid, but the guys that do it for me. That's the service industry that goes, I go to the barbershop, go get my hair cut. I go to the restaurant, go get something to eat, right? I go to the auto mechanic, go get my car fixed, right? And then you got the guy that will do it with me, teach me how to do it. This is the person that says, all right, hey man, teach me how to cook that great meal. Hey, teach me how to fix my car. I'll do it myself, right? Show me how to do it, right? Teach me how to cut my hair, because I can't afford to go to haircut. I got 6 kids, boom, this is a lot of money. I learn how to cut my own hair, right? So whatever it may be, right? So what is it, right? So you come down in a tier level. It doesn't mean that you don't have money. This means that because of economics, because of the situation, you're just going to do something different. You got to save a little bit of money, but I still want to be a customer. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, well, guys, what happens is now if I teach them how to do it, they're never going to want to come back and have me do it again. That's not true. I still don't want to clean the dishes. I want to go, as soon as the economy comes back up, we're going back out to eat. I'm tired of cleaning these dishes. I'm tired of making all this mess. Tired of taking an hour to prepare and cook a meal, right? I'd rather just get in the car, go eat, come back home, do something else, right? Yeah, you might get a few people that might not come because they learn how to cook their meal. But I tell you what, that's not gonna be a lot. I tell you, it's gonna be truly the minority, right? Truly the minority in the United States is truly gonna be the minority. Okay, if people were paying for your service before to have them do it for them, and then you show them how to do it during economic times, trust me, they're gonna come back to you because you know what? Oh man, that was tough. I don't want to do that no more. Now the guys that really time to enjoyed it and really really liked it, they'll stay with it. But guess what? You still have them as a customer because they learn from you. Okay. So, guys, I mean, it makes logical sense. Does it make logical sense to you? Give me a hand clap. Let me know if this makes logical sense to you. All right? Let me know in the chat. All right? So that's the power of having an online course. And what else is about the online course is so great, guys? Let me show you this. All right? The e-learning industry basically is the online course industry, right? The e-learning industry, guys, look at right here. I got this comment right here for you. Online teaching. This is out of Forbes Advisor. The e-learning industry is projected to grow from 197 billion in 2020 to 840 billion by 2030. In 10 years, it's supposed to quadruple in size, market size. Quadruple, right? What does that mean for us, right? That means that it's like a 14.6% compound annual growth rate. Online courses, e-learning is growing. Right? Doesn't matter if you're in a recession. It doesn't matter if you're in a great economic bull run. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing. This is the perfect thing to give you guys visibility, credibility, right? Passive income, more customers, more sales, more leads. Literally, you can increase your customer portfolio now. Now, if you're in a service business, not only servicing people that want to be serviced by you, but also you can service people that want to kind of figure out how to do it themselves, because either one, they don't have enough money to afford all your full service, right? But they don't have enough information, enough skill set to do it on their own at the low do-it-yourselfer, so they need help. So you just teach them how to do it. So now you increase your customer base, right? Now you're making more money. You increase your credibility, right? It's a win-win, guys. It's truly a win-win. Truly a win-win. Right? Such a growth rate increase. Right? Here's another article about the e-learning industry statistic, right? E-learning market size surpassed US dollars 315 billion in 2021 and is projected to observe a 20% compound annual growth rate between 2022 and 2028. We're in 2023. We just finished 2022. Right? And 2028 it's saying 20%. So I just showed you 14.8% over 10 years. So now, what does that tell you? That means that the growth rate is not actually linear. It's exponential. Meaning it starts off kind of slow and low and then it's going to skyrocket, right? It's exponential growth. We're looking at something that's really, really powerful right now, which is why it's so important, why I want to teach you guys how to create an online course. And you stick with me, guys. I'm going to show you exactly the 5 steps that you need to do in order to create a course, a profitable course, and how to pre-sell it so you ain't wasting all your time and find out that it flops, right? And I don't want you to waste your time and money. So I'm going to show you the steps today. Stay with me. I just want you guys to understand the power of what you're going to be learning today and why it's so important. Because if you don't know why it's so important, you're not going to understand it and want to really, truly apply this information to your business, to your life. Same similar article, e-learning market size surpassed 215 billion in 2021, compound annual growth rate 20%. So guys, here's my greatly big, bold promise for you guys today, right? Online course is the vehicle to grow your business throughout and through a recession, right? Literally, I believe that. And by the end of this webinar, you'll discover the step-by-step strategy for creating a profitable online course to recession-proof, to grow your business, to get passive income, increase visibility, right? In as little as 45 days without downsizing, headcount reductions, or all that other bad stuff. All right. And here's why. I truly believe, right? 9% of companies come out of recession stronger than ever, outperforming competition in the industry by at least 10% in terms of sales and profit growth. I believe, this is my belief. I don't have concrete evidence, but I believe that online courses can do that for you. Right? This is from the Harvard Business Review article. Harvard Business Review article did not say online courses is what made those 9% business get out. I believe, based upon our research, my research, and what I showed you guys today, that a recession-proof business is an online teaching business as well, can be the one to get you out of a recession. Can get you to thrive through a recession. So that's my bold promise to you. Now, guys, this training, we're about to get into this training. I just want to make this very clear. That this training is not for you if you think you're looking for something going to get you get rich quick. Now, a lot of the people don't believe that anymore, but I just have to put it out there in case someone's watching me and they believe that this is a get rich quick scheme and it's something that you can overnight become a billionaire. No, it's not. It takes work. It takes time in order to do it right. This is for real people with real businesses, not any illegal businesses, right? This is not for you. No quitters, man. I'll tell you guys, you will never be successful if you quit. There's so many people out there. Here's my little screen. My results are not typical, but there's so many people out there that will purchase online courses, that will take free training, and they'll get very good training, and they'll say very good training, very good tidbits and tips and secrets and steps, but they will never apply it. They will never, ever apply it. Why is that? Because to me, there's two types of buyers. There's your stuff buyers and your application buyer. Your stuff buyer, this buys stuff, just likes to collect information. He's a collector of information, but does nothing with it. Then you have your application buyer. Not only does he get information, but he has the commitment, the mindset to apply what he learns to his life, to make his life better. He's committed to applying what he learns to his life. Not everyone does that. That's why only a few people have all the money, because they apply what they learn. It's not because they cheat. It's because they apply what they learn. A few people might cheat and steal to get there, but they apply what they learn. They don't give up. They go after it. They're hard workers and they're committed. They're not quitters. They're persistent, right? It might take them a long time, but they're persistent. They don't give up. They keep moving and keep moving and keep moving forward. All right. So if this is for you, guys. If you're looking for increased reach and visibility, if you're looking for a cost-effective marketing strategy, if you're looking for increased credibility and authority in your niche, in your business, in your industry, if you're looking for more or even start generating passive income, if you're looking for flexibility in your work, in your business, right? If you're looking to get better customer engagement, if you're looking and want better lead generation, right? What I'm about to share with you guys in online course creation is going to be for you. All right. Now, it's time to get started. Are you guys ready? This time, I hope you guys got your paper and pencil ready. We're about to deep dive and going to go into the tips and tricks and secrets that you need in order to create an online course, a profitable online course, and how to sell it before you waste any time delivering the course. All right. So here's how we do it. You guys ready? Got your pencil and paper? I want you to get your piece of paper out. I'm going to want you to write this down. Step number one, or secret number one, right? How to create a crystal clear course goal. Now, this crystal clear course goal is not the goal for your students. It's not the goal for those who are going to attend your course. It's your goal for you. What do you want to get out of this, right? It needs to be very clear and quantifiable. What you want to get out of this needs to be very clear and quantifiable. And how do we make a very clear and quantifiable goal? We use a method called SMART goals. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time. That's what SMART goals stand for, guys. And look, I got a pretty cool template that I want to share with you guys on this. All right, here's a template. It's from Santa Clara University. It's one of the best templates I found online. It's very simple. The SMART goal template is very useful. It walks you through the SMART goal system, standing for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific. You're going to answer these questions, the 5W questions, right? What, why, who, where, which. Measurable, how much, how many, how will I know when it is accomplished? Attainable, how can this goal be accomplished? Relevant, why is this worthwhile to me, right? Then time bound, when, what can I do in 6 months? What can I do in 6 weeks from now? What can I do today, right? It helps you out. And then on the second page of this template, it gives you a fill in the blank statement, goal statement. You just got to fill in the blank, right? This is the blank, I or accountable party will, with an action word right here. And then blank objectives of the goal by some sort of time, right? For the purpose of whatever your relevant statement is, right? And guys, you might, what are some action words? Well, guys, I got some action words for you too. I give you guys some action words here as well. And we're doing this, the benefit of us doing this, right, is it's going to allow us, here's the action words I have for you, is New High Mexico Highlands University, a list of action words. You can get that there, right? I will copy this and put this in the chat for you. Those are in my webinar room. You guys can have that there, all right? So you use these action words, you use this template that I just showed you, right? Let me go back. Use this template right here that I just showed you, and you create your own SMART goal. And the reason why you want to do it, because this is gonna help you with all the other steps we're about to go over. This is our planning stage. You got to plan this out, right? Because you got to know why you're doing this. If you not know why you're doing it, you're probably gonna be uncommitted to finishing it. And by knowing your SMART goal and having something that's measurable and attainable, and specifically, right, if we're doing it to make more passive income, then you want to have something in there that measurable by the dollar signs, by sales, because that's what's going to be your motivation. That's what you can base your decisions on. What you're going to do, what I'm going to be able to, if I, in order to do this, will I attain my goal, right? And so it needs to be very, very clear what your goal is going to be. The next one is creating the perfect topic. Now, we know our goal because we got to know what our goal is for us. Now we need to create the perfect topic. Now, how do you create the perfect topic? There's 3 things you got to know. You got to know what you're passionate about. You have to know what you're knowledgeable about. And you also have to know what is in demand, okay? And so here's how we figure out what is in demand. First thing we need to do, we got to ask the question, what do I love doing? You have to ask yourself that question, what do I love doing, and answer it. Write this stuff down, please. The second thing you need to do is, what do I love sharing with other people? What do you love sharing with other people? The third one is, what do other people go to me for? So what people ask you about a lot, what people ask you to help them on a lot, right? Is it something always a similar theme, something always in common with them, right? What do I look forward to doing in my life? Okay, what do you look forward to doing in your life? And then what do I wish other people cared more about? What do you wish other people cared more about? All right, so what you do, you answer these questions, right? And hopefully you come up with a common theme between your answers here, right? Or at least you know something, you might have maybe a couple different answers that are not different themes, but you just pick the one that really interests you the most, right? And that's the one you have more passion about. Okay, now we've done that, we need to ask ourselves, what am I knowledgeable about? And ideally, what you have passion about hopefully matches up what you are knowledgeable about, okay? And there's basically 3 questions you're going to ask yourself here. What am I trained to do, or have I a lot of experience doing? What am I trained to do, or have a lot of experience doing? What skills have I developed? And what do I already teach others about? And what do you already teach others about? Okay, so you answer those 3 questions. Hopefully you see a common theme of what you're knowledgeable about. And hopefully that common theme of what you're knowledgeable about is also common with what you're passionate about. So now you got 2 things that are in common. Now you're looking like, oh, I might have a perfect topic, but not quite yet. Because now we need to look at the demand for that topic, right? What is the demand? Okay, and how do we do that? Well, it's pretty simple. One, are there already courses out there on this topic? Right, and you can go do a quick research online. It's how you do it. It's real simple. It's free. It doesn't take a lot of time. Right, I'm going to share with you how you do that. Right, so I go to a website called Udemy, right, and it's going to show you if there's some courses out there that are pretty cool that people in your topic. So let's say your topic is going to be cooking, right? So we're going to look for cooking courses on Udemy, and what do we see? Right, we see there's like 2,148 results. Right. So there's courses out there on people about cooking. So there is a topic, right? There's already courses out there. Cool thing about Udemy, right? You can see, some pricing, right? Where the pricing them out. Also, you can see, how long the course is, how many lectures they have, right? And you can see all the different topics in the course. Oops. I think I hit that button. And then if you click on the actual course, it gives you the syllabus, description of the course, right? All that other good stuff and all what the lessons are broken down into, and what other courses students bought that course, right? So you can see a lot of good information here. So this is a very quick and simple thing you can do. Oh man, you demon trying to give me some sales, baby. Capital One, Capital One. So some very quick and simple things that you can do to see if there's a course. What else can we do? Another thing I like to do is I like to go see if there's actually paid ads in my Google search for a course. Why? Because look, I know everybody says if people are paying to advertise for the course, that means there's money to be made, right? That means you're returning. If you were willing to advertise and pay for someone to show up to your website, that means you must know you're gonna make money on the back end, right? And so if people are willing to pay for it, that means there's money in the industry to be made, right? And so we go look on Google, and we just simply go into Google again. So we go to google.com. Oh, let me show you. And then all you do is just type in your topic again. We can say online cooking, or we can say cooking course. All right. Here's an ad for a cooking course. Sure. Here's an ad for a cooking course, right? Here's another ad. It was a Udemy, right? Obviously, they're gonna advertise, right? Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling. It's videos. It's got videos here. That's a good sign too, as well, right? You got another. No, that's not ad. Keep scrolling. Here's another ad right here, right? So you have ads that are going on in the course there. So you kind of know that, hey, this is something that's going to be worthwhile, right? People are advertising for this, right? If I keep scrolling, there's more ads here, right? If I want to get if I want to say online cooking course, right? I can give deep dive any more. There's an ad there, virtual cooking classes, sure, right? Another ad here. Another ad. So there's more even ads for online cooking courses, cooking online courses, right? There's a bunch of ads here. So that means there's demand. People want to spend money. Someone to get to someone to buy their course, which is good. Okay. Another thing that I like to do is understand what is the volume though? How much volume is out there of people searching for this topic, right? And we easily do that by going to using a free tool. There's free keyword research tools out there, but you can go to Google. You create it's called a Google Keyword Planner tool. You gotta get an AdWords account from them, and then they will show you what the volume is. So you get an AdWords account from them. It's free to get an AdWords account, and then once you get an AdWords account, you go down to the tools and settings. You go to planning, and you go to Keyword Planner. Okay, and then here is where you're gonna type in. Once it pops up, discover new keywords. You type in your course topic here. So you can say cooking course. If you're in an English country, you speak English, you say English, wherever your country is located, I'm in the United States. You click that and you say get results. And what it's going to tell you, it's going to tell you the volume average monthly searches per month for that keyword. You can see here, 10,000 monthly searches. Let me blow this up for you a little bit. You see here, 10,000 monthly searches, all right? Oop, you can't see that. Got a little. Close this. You got 10,000 monthly, between 10,000 and 100,000 monthly searches for cooking course. You have 3-month change, 900% year over year, 900% competition low. So this is booming. There's a lot of volume here. You got a lot of people searching for online cooking courses throughout the United States. You have a lot of change, a positive trend, growth here with that keyword, right? And there's not a lot of competition. It's very good. Now check this out. Now, if you wanted to pay for advertising, we talk about advertising. Look, the cost range to be on the first page to get the first bid is between 50 cents and $4. 50 cents and $4 is pretty good, right? So this is growing. If you're in the cooking industry, man, I would definitely be using that keyword, right? And then you got some more baking classes near me. There's some other keywords that are being searched on Google, and you kind of see it. So now we kind of know what the volume is on this, and so now we know there's some sort of demand. Okay, is this making sense for you guys? Let me know in the chat if this is making sense. Greatly appreciate it. Let's move on to our next step: targeting your perfect avatar. Right? Who is our perfect avatar for our topic? Right? What do we need to do? Well, it's pretty easy. You're going to ask yourself some questions once again. All right. What is their occupation? Where are they located? Now, here's a real easy thing to do. right? You can go to Google again, and you go to a website called Trends. It's trends.google.com. Right? You go to this site, you type in your topic. So let's say cooking course. Let's go real specific. Let's say online cooking course. All right. You type that in. We're searching in the United States, past 12 months. Okay. Boom. Look at here. Online cooking course. Back in February of last year, it's kind of low, kind of low. Then all of a sudden, man, we got this big spike. Online cooking course values of this, for this point have partial, incomplete data available. But they're showing us a big spike here. Look at that. Right? But it's not a lot of trend data. So let's go back. We'll change that. Look at the big. So we'll just type in cooking course. All right. Cooking course. Boom. It's showing a big drop here. But what areas, right? What I want to show you guys, where they're located. Look. Kansas, New York, Florida, Washington, New Jersey. Boom. See the nice colorful map here? Those are the states that they're located in, right? If I want to go by metro city, right, it's basically New York and Los Angeles. That's where people are taking the cooking courses, right? Probably makes sense a little bit. City, there's no data for city, not that down. But so you can see here, states, you want to kind of know where they are, you know where the people are, that's where they're located, okay? All right? What else we got to do? What is their age? Now, here's another cool tool. There's another cool tool I want to give you guys access. It's called Uber Suggest. It's by Neil Patel, SEO marketer and marketing agency. He has this tool called Uber Suggest, and this tool will tell you give you some demographic data of those who are searching for that keyword. So if I will go into, let me switch over. I'm in Google. I'm in the keyword planner Uber Suggest. You go to keyword research, keyword overview. We're gonna type in. I'm gonna say cooking course. Then right over here, this bar right here, searchers age range. It tell me the age range, 100% of it between 35 to 44. Boom. Now there's no my perfect avatar's age, right? Now I have that information. Okay. Now, what is their gender? It's another thing you might want to know. What is their average salary? Now, some things like Facebook Insights, stuff like that, them tools you advertise on, they give you some of this information for you, kind of become an advertiser. What is their education level? What is their average salary? I don't know if I said that. What is their marital status? All right. What books do they read? Right. There's another one. What books do they read? So another thing you can do for what books they read, just go to Amazon. Some other things you need to ask the question for. Right. I hope you guys are liking stuff. Let me know. What blogs do they go to? You just go on Google and just type in cooking blogs. Right. It'll give you that. Who do they look up to? Authors, celebrities. What's the weather? Right. What are their goals and aspirations? What are their current problems and challenges? You can get that by going to forums, kind of figure that out as well. What courses have they bought or tried before? Remember, you got Udemy, Thinkific, right? We even have the books on Amazon, so we know what they're buying, right? And then the question will be, what are the pros and cons of these courses and books and information products that they purchase, right? Read the reviews, get to understand what the good stuff they say about it, understand the bad stuff they say about it, right? Because when you incorporate this in your course, you're going to know what people like and what people don't like, right? All right. So do we have any questions on this? Creating your perfect avatar. All right, guys, we are getting there. We got 2 more to go. All right. And then you're going to have all the steps you need in order to create a profitable online course and how to sell it. Okay. So what we need to do next is we got to be able to create an engaging course. How do we create an engaging course? All right. Anybody want to take a guess in the chat? How do we create an engaging course? All right, first of all, guys, we need to create a lesson plan. Now, some of you guys might freak out. Oh, Claude, a lesson plan. I'm not a teacher. I'm not certified to teach. Oh, my gosh, I'm done. Don't freak out. Don't freak out, right? It's nothing more than an outline of what you want to teach them, right? You know what you do. You got to outline what you're going to do, right? And it's pretty cool. And that lesson plan or outline, right? You want to make sure you understand the learning objective. What is your objective? The way we kind of do it is something I learned from Frank Kern, marketers you got, and he learned it from somebody else. So I don't know, can't remember who he learned it from. You just do escape and arrival. That's what he calls it, escape and arrival. So where are people currently located? This is where they want to escape from. And then where you want to take them is where they want to arrive to, right? If we're on the cooking industry, I want to learn how to cook a Mediterranean meal, right? I don't know how to cook Mediterranean meal. That's where I'm not. That's where I'm going to escape from to. I want to be able to cook a good, tasty, loving Mediterranean meal that my family is happy about, right? That's where you want to take me to. That's your learning objective. That's the overall goal. Okay. And then what we got to figure out is all the steps in between to get to that goal. Right. So then you got to talk about all the steps in between to get to that goal. That's going to be your learning sequence and what you're going to learn it. Right. And then once we do that, then we got to think about our learning timeline. So how much time you're going to spend on each step in between, how much time you're going to spend on each step. Right. You saw in Udemy had like 4.5 hours and maybe 82 lectures, right? That's their learning sequence and their learning time. So how much time you're going to spend on each step, right? That's kind of part of time. So that's going to kind of dictate how long the course is going to take, right? And then you're going to talk about your learning activities. What kind of interaction, what kind of things you're going to do? You're going to do PowerPoint slide deck, or you're going to be talking to them? How are you going to engage your customer? You're going to do polls, surveys, right? If you're doing online, if you're going to be in person, you're going to have small groups. Even on virtual, you can do virtual small groups too as well. How are you going to interact, and what kind of activities you're going to have them do? Are you going to do some quizzes, some games, whatnot? What kind of stuff you're going to have them do to engage them and make them have fun? You're going to stand up and jump around and repeat after you for 20 times so they can memorize something, whatever it may be. Guys, well, what are your learning activities you're going to do in your course so they can learn your course, right? And then you got to put down what kind of learning assessments you're going to put in. I agree. Some of you guys might freak out. Oh my gosh, here you go, giving that teacher stuff, man. You're going to maybe now we got to put together quizzes and essays and these tests, right? Well, it don't have to be that difficult, guys, really. What you want to do, you want to put a learning assessment in there just so that you can get feedback from your students how well you're teaching the course. Because if you put a little small survey in there or a little feedback and they just like, they don't get it, then you know you're not doing good teaching the course, and you got to correct it quickly. But if you give a little assessment and a lot of people understand it, you get 90% people like, boom, I get it. Then you know you're doing a good job, and then you just have to figure out how you can help the other 10% of the people. And a lot of times you have a community, the other 90% people that get it, the 10% can reach out to the 90% that get it, and they can probably help them understand how to do it. All right. So why you gotta do assessment, and plus it builds confidence in your students when you're doing assessment, because now they say, oh, I got all the questions on this quiz or this survey right. I know what I'm doing. And it gives them confidence to do the homework or do take the next step or go to the next lesson, okay? Because they got something they have accomplished. Snowball effect. Assessments are good. All right. And then how are you going to actually close out that learning segment or the actual course? What are you going to do to summarize to close out that course? That's your learning closure. All right. Any questions? It's your time to get your questions answered. Now we're going to go to the last secret, the last step. Is how to pre-sell your course, right? Pre-selling your course is very simple. You've done all the other 4 steps, right? We now know what our goal is, what our objective is, what our financial objective may be, what our emotional objective may be, what our spiritual objective may be for creating an online course, right? Because we created that SMART goal for ourselves, right? And then we went down to the line and we said, okay, we created the perfect topic, right? And then we found the perfect avatar. And then we just did the perfect lesson plan, right, to engage our course. And now we're going to figure out, now it's time to sell it. I want you to sell your online course first. Why? Guys, look, you've done all these other steps, and you're not delivering the course. You're just pre-selling the course, and you're selling and you're pitching your course outline, your lesson plan. That's all you're doing, okay? It's very, very simple. You pitch that. All right, and how we do that, right? There's a couple of methods. Why don't you just send out an email? If you got a nice email list, a customer base already, or leads, you got over 1,000 people. You send out an email and say, "Hey, I'm pre-selling my new course. It's about this and this and that. This is what we're going to learn in the course. This is how the course is going to flow. This is how long the course is going to be, and this is the price. If you want to purchase it, and you want to pre-order it now, the course is going to be taught live, or it's going to be available on this date, right? If I get so many people that purchase this course, right, then I'm going to kick it off and go live. If I don't reach this target number, then I'm going to refund everybody back their money, right? People are cool with that. Just a very simple thing to do. It's very informal, very laid back. You can do it. If you got a big enough list, you do that. If you don't have a big enough list, or you just want to see if you can reach more people, right? We just do paid traffic. We paid advertising, send traffic to a webinar or a masterclass to buy the course. Now, if your course is like $30, which I don't really recommend, but if your course is really, really inexpensive, you don't need to do a webinar. You just put a sales page up and see if they buy it and go from there. Right. But a webinar is something you just give it like I'm doing now. Right. I'm teaching you guys something very valuable. And then, at the end of this, I'm going to see if you guys want to learn how you can actually implement this stuff quicker and faster and more effectively and more efficiently with my help. Right. And that's all you're going to do with master classes. That you're basically going to have them pay for something, a small mini course up front. All right. and give them a little taste of what it is, but they're going to pay for it up front. It's up to how you like to do it. I like doing webinars because it is free. It's fun to me. I enjoy doing this. Plus, it helps me refine, right, what I'm talking about. But it also allows me to interact with you to understand what it is that you want. Okay? All right, so that's how you pre-sell your course. Any questions, guys? So just quickly for us to recap, right, what we went over here is, right, first thing we did was we create a crystal clear course goal, right? That's what we did with the SMART goals. Then step number 2 is create the perfect topic. And then step number 3 is create the perfect avatar. And then step number 4 is create your lesson plan or outline, right? And then step number 5 is for you to pre-sell it, right? So those are the 5 things you can do, right? Now I know we come to the end and I just recap, and here's the things I want to share with you, right? I told you, I promised you, if you stay to the end, I was going to give you this resource cheat sheet, okay? But before I give you this resource cheat sheet, guys, I want to just ask you guys a real quick question. Now I know our time together has been limited, but guys, I really want to know, do you guys think I delivered a wonderful webinar for you guys today? Do you think I gave you guys enough information today to go out there and start trying to create your online course? Give me a yes or no in the chat. All right. Now, while you're writing that up, I want to walk you through the resource I'm about to give you. Okay. So just give me a second. I'm going to walk you through this resource. Okay, here we are. All right, here is the resource. All right, launch your online course resource cheat sheet. And as I told you guys, I broke this thing down in categories, and I put all the links for that specific category underneath that category for you. You have everything you need. The basics of an online course. Here are the links. All right. Creating the perfect topic, learning outcomes, and course goals. Here are all the links. All right. Engage intended audience and pre-selling. Here are all the links. Building revenue from the beginning. Here are your links. Right, finding the right platform. Here are your links you need. Planning course content. Here are the links you need. Creating lesson plans and course content. Here are the links you need. Right, how to launch your course. Here are the links. Everything you need, guys, is right here for you to start creating your online course. If you're at a webinar room right now, you can go ahead and download this. I'm making it available for you to download right now in the cheat in the course. All right, you can download that right now. It's for you. All right. Now, guys, what you might be thinking, what do we do next? Right. So what's the next plan? Well, guys, there we go. You can take what I just showed you, right, and run with it. But if you're looking for more help and you really want someone to walk you through the steps, the actual steps, right, you want me to walk you through my 3 phases: planning, launching, and delivering, right? If you want me to do that, all you got to do is reach out to me. Real simple. Send me a quick note. Put something in the chat right here. Hey, Claude, reach out to me. I'm interested in learning more about your course creation profits consulting program. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the course creation consulting program, you have a year to complete it, right? I will be with you for a year. Typically, right, the course is going to be, you can actually go through it in 7 weeks. There'll be structured lessons every week for 7 weeks. But I also will go on live. For how this works is I upload some videos to a membership site that I want you to go through for that week. And then we have a live session together. And we're going to do that, the live sessions, for a year. Right. So even though I might be able to teach you all the stuff in 9 weeks, roughly, right? But it might take you longer than that. And that's okay. Because I'm going to be with you for a year. Right. Because things happen, stuff happens in our life, but you have me for a year. All right. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, how to make sure you get a course created and started and delivered in 2023, a profitable course, then go ahead and reach out to me. Let me know in the chat, and I'll reach out to you. Schedule a time where you and I can sit down together and make sure the course program fits for you. I'll let you know right now. The course is $1,997 to get started, and it's also going to be available. I'm going to make up some payment plans available for you too as well. Okay, so just reach out to me. Let me know, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's been about an hour. I want to make sure I gave you all the information. I wanted to teach more, and I did sell more. That's why I don't have a whole long sales pitch at the end of this thing. And I really wanted to keep it open for Q&A. And guys, I want to thank you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live webinar. Let me know in the chat if you loved it. Share it. And if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and share this with others. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you're on Facebook, right? And trust me, guys, subscribe to my channel if you're watching me for the first time here on YouTube, or like my page if you're on the first time here on Facebook. All right, I look forward to seeing you guys, meeting you guys all. Thank you. Take care. God bless you guys. And you guys have a blessed night. Bye-bye now.